More WWE 2K25 DLC content has been found in the files prior to patch 1.07. Now, we're going to be talking about that in today's video, as well as some new realistic community creations that comes with updated attires, as well as hidden commentary that you guys need to go download. But first, before we dive right into today's video, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel as well, because it does help out the channel a lot. But like I always say, let me quit wasting you guys' time, and let's go ahead and dive right in today's video. So as you guys can see on your screens, Joe Mashups did find a Julia mask as well as Bull Nakano nunchucks in the files. Now, as we all know, Julia mask will be a prop for her entrance because she always comes out with the mask. Now, the same thing goes for Bull Nakano because she comes out with the nunchucks during her entrance, but I am wondering, will those nunchucks be added in as a weapon? Because as we all know in last year's game, during all of the DLC packs being released, they added in some sort of weapon. They added in the football for the Pat McAfee pack. They added in the apple for the global superstar packs, which Carlito was in. So yeah, I am wondering, will these nunchucks come in as a weapon? Now that would be a major W because the game, could use plenty of new weapons when we get like patch updates and even when these DLC packs are released. Now up next, we have a look at the Prime Bottle, and as you guys all know, KSI is in it. Now, other superstars have been in the Prime Bottle in the past, but we all know that KSI will be a part of the DLC pack because we all know that, the leaker over there on X basically revealed that and been accurate with most of those dates and all of that type of stuff. So, yo, it seems like is this even KSI or is this, Trick Williams? We don't even know. It looked just like Trick Williams. But anyways, yo, this is KSI. He will be in part of the DLC, and I believe this is basically a placeholder. So we're going to be getting, a better and updated face scan of KSI in the bottle, and, we probably will be most likely, be able to remove him out of that Prime Bottle and just play with his model. Where if we can't do it, I know there will be a bunch of great creators out there that will find a way to make that happen. But with all of this DLC talk out the way, let's go ahead and talk about some amazing realistic community creations that you guys need to go download, with the first one being Brock Lesnar 02. Now looking at this Brock Lesnar 02, this is coming from Ranzy over there on X, so huge shout out to him because he uploaded this realistic looking Brock Lesnar. Now, as we all know, this is the next big thing version of Brock Lesnar. This is the legendary young Brock Lesnar back in the day, and everything about this Brock Lesnar is spot on. As you guys can see, we have, the tattoos that match the year that he was in. We got the attire, which was, simple because he didn't really too much wear, basically anything back in 02. But yo, this Brock Lesnar is spot on. Now, if you want this Brock Lesnar, go ahead and use the hashtag next big thing or RanZ, and you will be able to download this Brock Lesnar. Also, this Brock Lesnar comes with an accurate attire as well as move set, and also an accurate overall, which is a 90. So yo, go ahead and use those hashtags, and you will be able to download this realistic Brock Lesnar that RanZ uploaded on the community creations. Now, sticking with RanZ, he also uploaded Brock Lesnar 2012. And this is my favorite version of Brock Lesnar because I remember this is when he basically, I think, made his return back to the WWE, and he had on some different attire prior to what he wore in the past, which was basically some shorts and, basically his gimmick to represent his past, MMA career. So yeah, I am, a fan of this version of Brock Lesnar. Now, if you want this 2012 Brock Lesnar, go ahead and use the hashtag Beast12 or RanZ, and you will be able to download this fantastic realistic Brock Lesnar. As you guys can see, he have updated tattoos to match that time as well, which you can see right there on his chest. The back tattoos a little bit more updated as well. So yeah, if you want this fantastic realistic Brock Lesnar that comes with an accurate entrance as well as moveset, go ahead and use those hashtags, and this beast will be yours. Now, switching over from Brock Lesnar, let's go ahead and talk about some WWE legends that you guys can also download as well. Now, these are coming from Dr. Gorilla Nuts himself, and you guys already know when it comes to him, he always give us some fantastic retro superstars legends, and all of that type of stuff. Now first, we have Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and this looks exactly like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm not gonna even lie to you guys, I haven't really watched too many of his matches, but the last one I did see was him, going up against Jack Swagger back in 2013, and I'm not gonna even lie, I'm a fan of Jack Swagger, and I'm hoping one of you creators out there can make a Jack Swagger so I can showcase him on one of these videos. But that is besides the point, because this Hacksaw Jim Duggan is spot on, looks exactly like him. And as you guys can see, he comes with a accurate entrance as well, which he comes out with the plank and the flag, and he also comes with an accurate moveset that the _ Sky Factor made. So huge shout out to them for doing a huge collaboration on this Hacksaw Jim Duggan car, because it looks exactly like him. Now if you want it, go ahead and use the hashtag Dr. Gorilla Nuts, and this Hacksaw Jim Duggan will be yours. Now, the next legend that he uploaded is a WWF legend, and that is Adam Bomb. Now, this Adam Bombs, I did go look at, how he looked back in the day, and this looks exactly like him as well. The attire is spot on. He comes with 2 sets of attires, which looks fantastic, but I like this version of his attire because I like the color and I like, the designs and all of that type of stuff. Now, this Adam Bomb does come with an accurate moveset that, once again, the _ Sky Factor did make, and the attire logos is coming from Ketchup Mania over there on X. So huge shout out to those two as well for doing a collaboration on this Adam Bomb car that looks fantastic. Now, if you want a WWF legend, go ahead and use the hashtag Dr. Gorilla Nuts once again, and you will be able to download this fantastic Adam Bomb as well as that fantastic Hacksaw Jim Duggan that he uploaded on the community creations. Now switching over to some TNA creations for just a second. As you guys can see up first, we have Ryan Nemeth, aka Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler brother. Now this is coming from Caws over there on X, so huge shout out to him, because as you guys already know, he always hit us with a great TNA creation or an AEW creation. So once again, huge shout out to Caws. Now if you want this great realistic Ryan Nemeth, go ahead and use the hashtag Ryan Nemeth, Caws, or TNA. And as you guys can see, this is a fantastic Ryan Nemeth, like I said. Now if you want to pair him up with the fantastic Nick Nemeth that he made as well, like I said, use those hashtags. Also shout out to Iconic 2K for the face texture and a little bit of collaboration on this great Ryan Nemeth from Caws. Now that is not the only creation that Caws uploaded on community creations. He also uploaded the Rascals and Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. Now as you guys can see, these two have on some fantastic attires, which I already know took a long time to put together. Now credits is going to Iconic 2K for the tattoo textures. Also, like I said, for those attire textures, credit is going to Michelle 54C over there on X, so huge shout out to them. And they also comes with an accurate move set that iBud Moves made, so huge shout out to them as well. Now if you want these two, go ahead and use the hashtag Rascals, Caws, or Trey Miguel or Zachary Wentz, and you will be able to download these two Rascals over there on Next Gen Community Creations. Now sticking with some more fantastic TNA creations, we have Ace Austin as well as Kazarian that was uploaded by Lamb _ Caws over there on X. And huge shout out to Lamb Caws as well, because he do a fantastic job when it comes to uploading TNA superstars. Now as you guys can see, first we have Ace Austin. I'm not going to even lie to you guys, I wasn't really too much familiar with Ace Austin matches, and I did my research on him, and I'm not going to even lie to you guys, he be putting on some bangers, especially in the X division. Now Ace Austin, as you guys can see, looks accurate. This looks exactly like Ace Austin in real life. The attire is very detailed, the hair is on point, everything about this Ace Austin is right. Now if you want your TNA universe mode in 2K25 to be accurate and to be very well put together, go ahead and use the hashtag Lamb and get this realistic fantastic Ace Austin that Lamb _ Caws did upload. Now like I said just a couple of seconds ago, he also uploaded Frankie Kazarian. Now I am familiar with Frankie Kazarian because I remember back in TNA, when TNA was like one of my favorite shows back in the day. He was a part of the Fortune 4, which was, I think, AJ Styles, James Storms, Bobby Roode, aka Beer Money, Ric Flair, and you already know Frankie Kazarian. So yeah, I'm familiar with Frankie Kazarian. Now, this Frankie Kazarian is spot on. Just look at the body type. Everything about it is just well put together. The attire, the body type, the face. The face. I'm not I'm gonna be realistic. This face is exactly Frankie Kazarian face. It looks exactly like him, not even gaslighting this up. Just looking at the face, this is Frankie Kazarian. I don't even think you're going to be able to find a great Frankie Kazarian so far in the community creations. So I do advise you guys to go ahead and use the hashtag lamb to get this, to also make your 10A roster accurate. And also, if you can find some great James Storms out there and Bobby Roode Caws, go ahead and do so you can go ahead and put them together and make that fortune for, faction. But yo, use those hashtags and you will be able to download this great Frankie Kazarian that Lamb Caws uploaded on Next Gen Community Creations. Now moving on from 10A creations to some AEW creations, we have Claudio Castagnoli as well as Wheeler Yuta that was uploaded to the Community Creations by James X Converge. So huge shout out to James X Converge because he also do a great job when it comes to uploading AEW superstars. Now first, as you guys can see with Claudio Castagnoli, this looks exactly like him. We have the face texture to match up with the beard that is already provided in the game. His physique is matching up as well. The attire, which as you guys can see, we have a Death Rider logo on there, which is accurate too. So yeah, if you want this realistic looking Claudio Castagnoli, go ahead and use the hashtag Converge with 2 X's and you will be able to get them and make your AEW roster even stronger. Now we also have Wheeler Yuta, as you guys can see as well, and you already know looks exactly like him. Nothing is off about it. The face texture blend in very well with the face. Everything about this Wheeler Yuta is spot on. They both also comes with a accurate move set. So if you want, an accurate Wheeler Yuta as well as Claudio Castagnoli, go ahead and use the hashtag Converge with 2 X's and you will be able to get these two. And also huge shout out to Kalul, Chameleon 2K, Harv Addy, as well as Iconic 2K for doing a collaboration on both of these two AEW superstars. Now up next, we got 3 more AEW superstars, which is FTR and Pac. These are coming from Pac_creates over there on X, so huge shout out to him. And he did say that these are the final versions of these 3 superstars. Now starting off with FTR first, as you guys can see, Dax and Cash looks exactly spot on. The face textures are phenomenal. All of that is very accurate. The body type, as you guys can see for Cash, we got the tattoos. All of that is, accurate as well with the attire matching up with these 2 superstars. So yeah, if you want FTR, and also they also comes with an accurate move set. Not only that, their interest motion is already in the game. So only thing you have to do is put these 2 on a team like I did. Put the motion on them, and there you go, you have FTR. So just go ahead and use the hashtag PackCreates or Empire928 or GTO2K, and you will be able to get these fantastic 2 when it comes to FTR. Now when it comes to Pac as well, make sure you use the same hashtag so you can download this fantastic Pac, aka Adrian Neville, because he looks fantastic and realistic as well. As you guys can see, the hair textures, everything blend in to look exactly like him. The face, the physique, all of that on this Pac is all put together and spot on. And if you want him, go ahead, like I said, use those hashtags, and this will also make your AEW roster even stronger and also very accurate and up to date as well. Now to continue to talk about the team GTO2K, they also uploaded this fantastic Ryback car. Now if you are a fan of Ryback, go ahead and download this Ryback car because he comes with 4 set of attires. And as you guys can see, once again, when it comes to the face, now like I said, this is with everyone that I showcased today, the face is just matching up. Everything is accurate, even though some things when it comes to the creator superstar mode is broken. They found a way to still make these superstars look exactly like how they look in real life. Now if you want this Ryback car, go ahead and use the hashtag GTO2K and you will be able to download this Ryback. Now huge shout out to Salazar So Thick because he did make the car, and like I said, this is exactly Ryback. When it comes to the attire, shout out to 3Empire928 over there on X. And like I said, use those hashtags and you will be able to get this Ryback. And you can even start up some sort of PG era universe mode in the game and just add them on the roster, and you probably can make them your champion if you want to. Now that if you want to, but yo, get this fantastic Ryback call on Next Gen Community Creations. Now since we are already talking about PG era universe mode and all that type of stuff, make sure you go ahead and pick up this Lord Tensai that Forsaken 710 over there on X uploaded on Next Gen Community Creations. Now as you guys can see with this Lord Tensai, he is spot on as well. All of the tattoos blend in with the skin to make everything looks very, you know, accurate and right. The attire is spot on. Even his entrance attire is accurate as well. The height, the body type, all of that looks fantastic on this Lord Tensai. Now he also comes with an accurate moveset that Big Righteous put together, so huge shout out to Big Righteous on that. And yeah, if you want this Lord Tensai to go, you know, very along with that, you know, Ryback that I just showcased a couple of seconds ago in your PG Era Universe mode, go ahead and use the hashtag Forsaken710 and he will be yours. And you know, just to quickly say something before I move on to the next call, who remember when he was a part of Tons of Funk? Yeah, good times right during the PG era. But yeah, use those hashtags and this Lord Tensai will be available. Now up next, we do got an upload that is coming from What's the Status, and that is of Armando. Now he is available on next gen consoles as well as old gen consoles. Now if you want this Armando, go ahead and use the hashtag What's the Status and he will be available to download. Now this Armando does come with a custom portrait, 2 set of attires. It also comes with a entrance as well as a victory motion and move set, as well as hidden commentary, and he is playable, so he isn't locked for only managers. You can use them to, you know, play in matches and all of that type of stuff. But yeah, just go ahead and use the hashtag What's the Status or Eshrada WTS25 and he will be available to download. And also keep in mind, you will have to unlock them in showcase mode in order to download them. And last but not least, we have an updated attire for Karrion Kross. Now when I seen, you know, Karrion Kross wearing this attire yesterday during Friday Night SmackDown, I was like, you know, this attire have to be put into game. Somebody have to make this attire the next day. Well, someone made it the exact same night, and that is Donovan Turbay over there on X. So huge shout out to Donovan Turbay for uploading this fantastic Karrion Kross attire. Now if you want this Karrion Kross attire, go ahead and use the hashtag Karrion Kross, WWE Raw, or Dun, and I advise you guys to actually use Dun and go to, you know, slide 2 on the community creations tab, because that is where we'll be at in order, you know, it might be #1 right now with plenty of downloads. But yo, go ahead and use those hashtags and get this fantastic Karrion Kross attire because it looks fantastic. Now the only thing that I would say is that you can't set it as an alternate attire to, you know, Karrion Kross that is in the game. Probably down the line we will probably be able to, and if we do, I will keep you guys updated on that. But for right now, go ahead and use those hashtags to get this fantastic Karrion Kross attire. Now, that is it when it comes to today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys, you know, downloaded all of these fantastic creations that all these fantastic creators uploaded on the community creation. Now, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also, subscribe to the channel as well because it does help out the channel a lot. And also, thanks for 20k subs. We actually hit 20k subs in like a good amount of time, so I am very glad for that. I am very thankful that all of you guys decided to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. But anyways, BlitzAction here, signing off, y'all. Peace.